In the third session of Identity, we want to show people that every single one of us was made to need God. What I mean by that is that at a deep level, every single one of us has these, if you like, hard-wired desires and need that only God can meet. And in this session, we try and show people that only Jesus can reconnect us with the God who made us, and therefore only Jesus can meet those deep needs and desires. And now we do this by taking people to John chapter 6 and by focusing on Jesus' declaration to be the bread of life. And we try and show people that as bread in Jesus' culture, as it is in many cultures today, was not a luxury item, it was an essential item for living. So Jesus himself is not a luxury item, he is essential for life. Now, one of the ways that works out in practice is that only Jesus can reconnect us with the God who created us, and so therefore only Jesus can meet those deep needs that are hardwired into us. Now, in the third session, we focus on a few of those deep needs, things like the need for significance, the need for security, the need for pleasure, and the need to be loved intensely. And we try and show people that when we don't have that personal relationship with God, the needs remain, but the problem is we look to other things, other people, to try and meet those needs, which is a disaster. Now this means we talk about what I call God substitutes. And God substitutes can be anything or anyone, but it's the places we look, the people we look to, the things we look to, instead of to God, to meet those deep needs and desires. And what we want to show people is it's not that God wants us to give up his gifts, but he wants us to live with himself as the great giver and to have him meet those deep needs that only he can meet, and then to live in his world and enjoy his gifts. And we want to encourage people to believe that the great giver knows the best way to enjoy his gifts. So in terms of any tips for session 3, I guess I'd be encouraging you to ask your table this question. Do you want to settle for too little? See, it's not that the Christians have a dull, drudgery life. It is actually that we have life, not simply existence. And if we don't follow Jesus, we will settle for too little. Now, the other tip I have for you is how do you identify what these God substitutes are? It's not just non-Christians that have God substitutes. We're all in danger of looking to other things and other people instead of God to meet those deep needs. Well, maybe 3 things to think about. How do you use your time? That's often quite a giveaway. How do you use your money? If you could persuade people to let you see their bank statements, that would be quite a revelation. And maybe also think about the emotions. What is it that changes in life that leads to the emotions going up or down? Because often that's a revelation of a God substitute.